So this USDCAD analysis for Tuesday, 6th of March. Now, let's just have a look what I've been pricing, where pricing may likely go. So we've had a pretty strong trend here on the US dollar against Canadian dollar. Minor pullbacks, but ultimately this has been in a very strong uptrend. Now, more recently, let's just see where we are. And so if we just scale over a bit here, there we are. So on the 5th, we were just below this 129 level. We've had a brief consolidation, a brief move above a prior, pull back beneath, brief move above, pull back underneath. We pull back to the 20-period moving average here, from which we did see some buy-side momentum come into the market here on the 5th. Now, and we've had a very strong up run after we did break and hold above this 129 level. We traded beyond the 129.44, not much of a reaction, and we've had prices traded all the way up towards this 130 level. Now, as you would expect, with 130 being pretty much a big round number, and we would expect to see somewhat of a pullback or a consolidation from that level. So our highs so far have been, let's just make sure, it should be up in around slightly above the 130. Yes, 130 exactly. What we did see was price head up towards that 130. We've had a brief pullback, and we currently trade at 129.73. Now, in around 130, if we have a look at the daily charts on the US dollar CAD, we can see here on the 130 level. So we've had a pretty much a breakout of this level here. So we'll see whether we can hold it by the end of the week, or whether we do break back beneath this 129 level. But we do appear to have had a breakout to the upside here on this daily chart. If this breakout does hold, we could really see quite a bit of strength here in the US dollar against Canadian dollar. But for now, we've got the 130, likely a psychological level, round number. We've also got an added confluence of the 400-period moving average, marked that here in black. So we have the double confluence in around that area. So potentially we see a retracement before, if we see a break to the upside. But we do have to be aware of the 400-period moving average, potentially a dynamic level of resistance as we are approaching from underneath, as well as the 130 level, thus increasing likelihood of seeing further sell side momentum. Probably not as deep a retracement as that, but might see a retracement before seeing further upside continuation. But let's go back down to the hourly charts. That was just an observation on the daily chart. So on the hourly chart, where we are now. So we've had a pullback. It doesn't seem a reversal at present. It doesn't seem as deep a deeper retracement as we would a deeper retracement, which could potentially see further downside momentum, possibly transitioning into a reversal. What we are seeing so far is what does appear to be a minor pullback, as indicated by these bullish candles. So from here, we do seem poised for another retest of that 130 level. And if we do retest this 130 level and we do break above, retest and hold that level, we would be looking for prices to head further upwards. And if we just have a look on the chart here, and if we get scaling over, so beyond this 130, suppose it's difficult to see where the levels are here on the US dollar against the Canadian dollar. So we'll just work with, just bear with me a second here. I suppose 130.36 around this 130.50. So we got 130.50 or so. So beyond the 130 level, just bear with me a second here as these charts load. And not sure why these charts aren't loading. But beyond 130, we are looking for prices head towards that 130.50, beyond which, as well as we could just target the round number of the 131. If we were to break above and hold above the 120.130, we would expect that to be where we would expect it. I wouldn't anticipate pricing moving beyond the 131 here on the US dollar against Canadian dollar, unless we do have a particularly volatile day. And after seeing as much momentum as we have on Monday, I wouldn't expect to see quite as much momentum here on Tuesday. Possibly in around near the end of a trading day, when we do have, I think we do have some data coming out. But ultimately, I would expect 131 to be the far end of the range. Now, if we were to see a breakdown further and a deeper retracement than we have seen so far from this 130 level, we would be looking for prices to head down towards, just bear with me a second here. If we were to see a breakdown in prices from this 130 level, we're looking for see our prices reacting around 129.44, where we do hold that as support for a retest of the 130 level. Or if we do breakdown from there, we'll be looking for prices to head down towards this 129 level. Now, in around this 129 has acted as resistance on a few occasions in the past. So if we just have a look at the daily chart, so on the daily chart in around the 129, let's just see, so in around 129 has acted as resistance. So if we do approach it from above, potentially it would likely act as support in around this 129. Spare me a second. Yep, so in around this 129, potentially acting support for a move back up towards our 129.44 and the 130 level. Wouldn't anticipate prices moving much beyond, say, the 129 here on the US dollar CAD. But if we did move beyond the 129, I suppose the very next likely level to find support is all the way down at the 128.39 on the US dollar Canadian dollar. And with that said, that pretty much wraps up the US dollar CAD analysis. Thanks for watching.